Okay, whenever you're ready.
How many people in this classroom can honestly say they focus on their cell phones during class time more than their studies? I'm sure quite a few of you, if not all. Studies show that at least 110 text messages are sent during class, and in an average week, 440 text messages are sent from teens, according to www.chalkandtalk.com. My name is p4.final.jspady, and this leads me to my main question. Should schools ban the use of cell phones within classrooms or during class time? There are many problems when it comes to the use of cell phones. They are a huge distractor for students when it comes to focusing in school. According to an article, www.sunsentinel.com, it explains that cell phones are highly disruptive in the classroom. Students use them to take pictures of other students' test papers. This statement shows that studying is starting to become a downfall for students because they are using their devices for not only a distraction but for cheating as well. Although there is no author given for this article, it is spoken in first person from a teacher from Broward School and is also established on May 21st, 2010. An old high school friend of mine named Ruben Ojeda used to use his cell phone during the chemistry regions because he needed a few answers from a friend. The teacher noticed immediately and called Ruben out of the classroom. He was given an automatic 0 and was also almost suspended. Also, in a New York Times article, Are Your Tech Habits Hurting Your Grades by Shannon Doyne and Holly Epstein, established on November 22, 2010, claims that researchers have discovered that cell phone usage is extremely powerful for young adults. Although it affects adults as well, your brain development can also have a lower attention span compared to adults. Now that we have learned some of the many problems that are caused while students are using their cell phones, let's take a look at why they block studying for students. Cell phone usage lowers students' study rates. According to an article called Teens and Cell Phones, Some Startling Statistics by Christopher Paisley, published on November 27, 2009, statistics show that 65% of teens use their cell phones in the building despite school policies, 35% admitted to cheating at least once with the use of the device, 65% say that they know someone that has cheated with a cell phone, and 41% say that cheating with a cell phone is a serious offense. Also, according to the article, Are Cell Phones in Classrooms a Distraction to the Learning Process?, posted on May 4, 2011, claimed that a website called onlineeducation.net says that those that multitask between using Facebook and studying lowers the grades by 20%. In this bar graph, you can see that the correlation between the use of cell phones during lectures in class and how it has affected students' grades. As you can see, a student that has never used their cell phone in class has had an average a little higher than 3.2, and students that have used their cell phones more than 5 times had an average of 2.8. This is a drastic difference and shows that your grades will highly be affected if you don't pay attention in class. Lastly, after going through academic problems when it comes to the use of cell phones and why cell phones potentially block students from studying and focusing, we can finally consider the facts of what schools should do to resolve this issue. Schools should ban the use of cell phones in classrooms. In the article, Cell Phones in School, Embrace Them or Ban Them, by Derek Meter, states that one policy that some school districts use is not allowing students to have cell phones at all, and if they are caught with them, they can be confiscated, fined, or even suspended from school. Another school policy that many schools have begun to do is allow students to bring cell phones, but only allow them to use them during free time, such as in between classes or during lunch periods. This was also cited from the same article by Derek Meter. Using a cell phone in class could cause serious consequences, especially during an exam. If caught with a cell phone during a serious exam, such as the SATs, ACTs, Regents, etc., you can be suspended, expelled, and you will also automatically fail the exam. Cell phones can be used for sending inappropriate pictures and text messages, playing games, or even setting up drug deals, and teachers are afraid of that occurring. Teachers also feel distracted and disrespected when a student puts all their focus on their phones rather than what the lecture is about, stated by Derek Meter. For these reasons, cell phones should be banned and not allowed within school property. In conclusion, it has been well examined that all students are going to use their cell phones to the fullest extent, whether it is inside or outside of school grounds. Take a moment to think about it though. Would it really kill you to wait 5 to 10 minutes for class to be over to answer that text that your best friend sent you, rather than focusing on important information that is being given? Or, how about trying your best on that exam rather than using your cell phone to cheat and risk getting caught and getting a serious consequence behind it? Hopefully next time you choose to answer the phone, you will make a smarter decision as to where you're answering your phone at. Thank you.
Before we finish up, can you tell me of all the reasons that you had there for why we shouldn't use the cell phone in class, which is the strongest one in your mind? Which one is the most important reason we should use this? We should ban cell phones from the classroom.
Because of cheating.
Could you just talk a little bit about why you think that's the case?
Like when you're cheating, when you're using a cell phone in class and you're using it for cheating, you're gonna get expelled from school. So I think that rather than actually not going to school, you would rather focus on the test and study for it.
Do you know of any examples that you have of people actually doing that?
No, I just use peer testimony as my friend.
The peer testimony, do you remember what that peer testimony was?
My friend, Ruben Ojeda, he cheated on his cell phone with the chemistry regions, and the teacher noticed, and then he was immediately pulled out of the classroom, and he got an automatic 0. And
how did that affect his academics overall?
He just failed the test, so he had to retake the class in summer school.
So he had to go to summer school? Yeah. Interesting. Thank you.